Hello Taurus, today we're tapping into the new moon in Virgo to have a look at new beginnings for you over the coming months. We'll pull an oracle to get a theme for this new moon for you, and some tarot to have a look at your energy, the obstacles that you may face, and some advice if you want to change the outcome that we're going to see. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name's Kirstine. I'm a full-time professional tarot reader and astrologer. Right, Taurus, let's get you some cards. Okay, new moon on the 15th of September, new moon in Virgo, 15th of September 2023. For Taurus, please. New moon in Virgo, 15th of September. Right, Taurus, let's have a look. What's going on? Strength reversed. Courage has failed in the past. Okay. Situation that this new moon, this new beginning is coming around. Eight of Pentacles can talk about meaningful work, understanding the details, throwing all of your resources at something. Incoming, we've got the Four of Cups reversed. This is looking promising. Your energy towards this, Taurus, we've got the Prince of Swords. Around you, we've got the Hierophant. Interesting. Okay. Obstacle for you this new moon. Wheel of Fortune reversed. Outcome, we've got the Five of Wands. As I say, if this outcome is not something that you want, we will be having a look to get some clarifiers to see what we can do to get it around the other way. Underlying energy, Ace of Cups. Whatever this is for you, Taurus, this there is a sense here. Ace of Cups. This talks about the sort of the seed or the foundation for long-term emotional or spiritual happiness. The Ace is a new opportunity. So we've definitely got a new opportunity, and certainly if you're Taurus rising, the Virgo season, the new moon, it's activating the area of your life that has to do with romance, creativity, children, that kind of thing. So this reading may relate to that area of your life, or it could pick on something different for you. Right, okay. So, we were going to do an oracle. Get with it, Kirstine. Right, okay, let's get you an oracle. Oracle for Taurus, please. Strategy. Interesting. Right, okay. So there's some new strategy here coming in for you, with regards to a new beginning, a new hope, a new possibility for romance, spirituality, or something. If this is work for you or something creative, it's all about, the things that fulfill us. It can be anything that gives us emotional contentment or fulfillment. Okay, so Taurus, what's this strategy all about then? What's going on? Excuse me. So in the present, so this full moon, I keep saying full moon, this new moon in Virgo, new beginning, we've got the Eight of Pentacles. This can talk about it can talk about meaningful work or just meaningful things. And at the 8, we are putting a lot of resources into it. So it looks like with this strategy that's coming in, this new moon in Virgo, it's talking about getting very, very clear about what it is that you sink your resources into and how much you kind of sink in. Now, in the past, we've got the Strength card reversed. The Strength card talks about, standing in your courage, summoning your strength, sometimes to kind of adapt and cope with difficult situations. When she comes in reverse, there is a sense here of a failure of strength or a failure of courage. So it does look like in the past, this situation, there's been a failure of courage around this somehow, nerves getting the better of you. But at the moment, it does look like this Ace of Cups, whatever it is, there's a sense here of meaningfulness, and also there's a bit of a focus here on how much of your resources, whether that's your time, your effort, your love, your money, you put into it. And at the 8, there is a lot going in there. Okay, so your energy with this, Taurus, we've got the Prince of Swords. So the Prince of Swords, it could be an air sign, there may be a Gemini around here for you, or possibly another air sign. But the Prince of Swords talks about an eagerness to overcome problems. Sword suit is all about, kind of pain and issues and communication and that kind of thing. So it looks like, Taurus, you're keen to communicate with this strategy. You could be strategizing how to overcome the difficulties when there's been a failure of courage in the past. This is meaningful. This is a chance for you know, there's a real opportunity here for long-term emotional commitment, you know, happiness here. So this strategy, it looks like you're very keen to communicate, keen to overcome whatever the difficulties may be. You're very keen to talk about this, talk strategy. The energy around you, this is very interesting. Okay, so the energy around you, we've got the Hierophant. This could be a particular person, or, you know, just how the environment's coming up to meet you. We've got the Hierophant. This talks about commitments. It can be legal commitments. I mean, so for some of you with this romance card, it could be, you know, marriage on the mind. It can also talk about sort of moral commitments, or, you know, sort of spiritual obligations. Sometimes it can kind of come in with orthodoxy and conformity. So I suspect whatever this is, with this Eight of Pentacles, Hierophant energy, this would be something, this strategy is definitely to do with something that has a lot of value, something that you're willing to overcome. Externally, there's a real sense of commitment to this. And it has a lot of meaning. It's meaningful enough for you to sink most of your resources into it. As I say, with this time, effort, energy, love, money. Now, the obstacle for you this month. So the obstacle to kind of getting this situation, growing, overcoming this failure of strength or courage, and seeing the meaning, you know, kind of fully investing in it. We've got the Wheel of Fortune reversed. The Wheel of Fortune talks about, you know, the Wheel of Fortune, it turns, brings in luck, changes situation, brings in new chapters. This can relate to situations that have been ongoing before, and birthing, you know, kind of bringing in a new era with an existing situation. When it comes in reverse, this talks about struggling against an unfolding event, struggling to adapt to changing circumstances is the obstacle here. We'll get you some clarifiers, right? And then incoming, we've got the Four of Cups, and outcome, we've got the Five of Wands. So the Four of Cups, upright, talks about apathy, looking at things, thinking, this all looks like the same. This looks like the same as I had before. Or as you can see, there's a big glowing cup behind him that he can't see. When it comes in reverse, there's a sense here of a dawning awareness, a new opportunity, getting very sort of excited. So I think whatever this difficulty has been, this failure of courage, between your eagerness to communicate or overcome any issues and this sense of commitment or contractual obligation that we've got going on, it does look like with this Four of Cups, there's definitely new eagerness coming in, you know, a new understanding that this Ace of Cups, whatever this is, really has a lot of potential. It doesn't look like everything else, you know, it's not the same as everything else. There's a new opportunity here. As I say, for some, it could be something, it could be like, la, 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 I'm not looking, and then all of a sudden you spot it. So now, outcome then, we've got the Five of Wands. We'll get you some advice for this. We'll get you some clarifiers to have another look at this a little bit closer. The Five of Wands, I mean, it can talk about a lot of sort of excited, sort of spurting of energy all over the place. It could talk about creativity, if this is something creative for you. It could be that a new strategy, understanding what's of value, what's going to give you sort of, you know, kind of long-term happiness, and a real eagerness to sort of overcome any issues or problems, to communicate. Could come in, there may be like a creative burst that comes in with this is the outcome. It can also talk about differing, you know, differences of opinion, creative differences. It can kind of talk about arguing, spreading your energies too thin, and that kind of thing. But let's get you some. We'll get you a Moonology oracle, and then we'll get you some clarifiers for. Excuse me. For this Four of Cups, possibly this Wheel of Fortune, and then we'll get you some for this Five of Wands. Right, okay. So let's get you a message of support, Taurus, from this new moon in Virgo on the 15th of September. What does this new moon want to say to you, Taurus? Right, okay. Let's have a look. Oh, hello. Emotions are running high. Okay. Right, yeah, I mean, normally Normally this comes through as everybody calm down, everybody's a bit overexcited, everybody's a bit emotional. This often does kind of come in, you know, as a little bit of a warning for me. And with this supermoon, I mean, the supermoons, they're super because they're kind of close to the earth. So they always appear like massive in the sky. We actually had a supermoon. I think the last full moon that we had at the end of August was a supermoon. Maybe pointing to some kind of timing there for you. But yeah, everything's really kind of surface level. Everything's out in the open and big, you know, bigger than normal. Right, so that's just like a kind of a, oh, careful, careful, Taurus, emotions are running high. Right, okay, so let's get some clarifiers. Right, I mean, this reading may pick up on your season reading or the full moon reading that I did for you 2 weeks ago. So if you want to check those out, this may pick up on those. The links to those are down below. Let's have a look for you. Let's have a look. What's this Four of Cups? Reversed coming in. This new understanding. Judgment. Okay. Right. Fantastic. Right. Okay. So with this Four of Cups reversed, there is a huge kind of judgment coming in. This is really like the this is like a massive penny dropping and understanding what needs to be done. The Judgment card talks about, you know, understanding the call, understanding what needs to be done, understanding what the next step is. So I think this Judgment energy that's coming in is going to help you with this struggle, you know, struggle to adapt. Because it looks like both of you are kind of on the same page with this. But it just seems to be kind of struggling to adapt to changing circumstances that are the issue. So yeah, we've got a massive penny drop coming in, understanding what the next step forward is and actually kind of stepping up to do that. So that's amazing for you, Taurus. Right, okay. Should we have a look at this Wheel of Fortune, this struggle? What's this about? 10 of Swords. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords is quite a difficult reaction to a painful ending. I mean, there is a lot of pain here, but with the 10, this is just, you know, an extreme reaction. So it could be that this changing circumstance, maybe, you know, what you're navigating, it could be others in your environment, others around you that are struggling against possibly what it is that you're trying to bring in, what it is that you now feel meaningful. They're struggling to kind of adapt, or it could be maybe that, I mean, the 10 of Swords can come in with the feeling of betrayal, defeat, you know, feeling betrayed, feeling sort of humiliated, feeling betrayed. And it could be that this is why, you know, previously in the past your courage has failed, or somebody's courage in this situation has failed, because there's been a difficult experience here, and this is why we've got this struggle to adapt now. This is a new situation, this is a difficult situation, this is meaningful. It will require you sinking all of your resources. There's a lot of commitment here, trying to overcome obstacles, communicating. But yeah, with this struggle, it's definitely focused on some kind of feeling betrayed, you know, feeling defeated. This is quite an intense reaction. Okay, outcome then. So let's have a look at this Five of Wands. I mean, if we're going from a period of you know, the courage failing, in some ways you'd like to see this Five of Wands, because it does bring in a lot more energy. I've just reminded with this emotions running high, you know, I mean, this could be pointing to this 10 of Swords. It could be that at the moment, while things are still, you know, while emotions are running high, this is the reaction that you might be getting, possibly when things have calmed down a little bit, when emotions have kind of gone off the boil. You know, things may be different, and it might be easier to adapt, or get your environment to adapt, or whoever it is that's struggling against, you know, whatever this change in circumstance is. Right, okay. Five of Wands. Oh, that wanted to come out. Oh, there's two there. Okay. You've got it would have come out that way, wouldn't it? With Page of Swords, Knight of oh, okay, interesting. Oh, there's the Tower as well. Okay, Taurus, you've been getting a lot of Tower. You've got Uranus going through your sign at the moment. Shakes the, oh, hello my old friend. Okay. Yeah, Taurus. Right, okay. So, Five of Wands can talk about, you know, kind of arguing, differences of opinion, headbutting, spreading your energy too thin. Underneath all of this, guys, this advice for navigating this Five of Wands energy, we've got the Devil energy. This talks about the things that pull your strings. This can be behaviour patterns, it can be substances, it can be other people, it can be ourselves. These are the things that we give our power away to. Interesting. Right, okay, so we've got Page of Swords reversed, Knight of Cups reversed, and we've got the Tower. Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is quite a vigilant energy. It can talk about monitoring things from a distance. When there's issues or problems, the Page of Swords will just, oh, you know, not my party, not my monkey. I'm not going to engage with this. It's like a kind of an aloof energy. Whereas the Knight will kind of get involved, go in, charge in, right, let's sort this out, let's communicate, let's talk. The Page, if it become, you know, if there is an issue or a problem, it tends to kind of detach, is more aloof. When he comes in reverse, that aloofness has become like a kind of a modus operandi. He always sees problems in everything. Everything is an issue. There's like an over vigilance and over sensitivity to finding problems with anything. And then we've got the Knight of Cups reversed. Knight of Cups wants to, you know, there's a lot of emotional investment with the Knight of Cups, but it's quite a dreamy energy. When he comes in reverse, this does talk about taking that dreamy energy and actually doing something with it. Talks about being dedicated to make something of your dreams. So looking at this, I think this struggle to adapt, this Ten of Swords energy, there's a sense here of hypervigilance around seeing problems in things, and this hypervigilance, because you're getting the, you know, there's like the kind of the strings being pulled. This is external influences. Who is it, or what is it that you're giving your power away to? You know, you know, we need to knock out hypervigilance from issues. Have a commitment to make something of your dreams, and then with the Tower, this is just like blow it up, blow it up, Taurus. The Tower brings in liberation, and certainly, I mean, looking at your readings this month, excuse me, we have had a lot of Tower energy for you, and we do have Uranus going through your sign at the moment. So for many of you, Taurus, over the last few years, it's about halfway through. It takes 7 years to go through Taurus. We're about halfway through. So for many Taurians, people with Taurus energy, particularly the Taurian suns, in the early degrees, there's definitely been some big changes, you know, some sort of shaking at the foundations of the status quo. And for others of you that haven't been through that process yet, there may be this rumbling coming through. Things are going to change. I can sense there's shifts coming, and then struggling against that. Whatever this is, Taurus, I think it needs to happen. You know, we need to get this wheel right way up. We need to cut out, you know, whatever this sense of defeat, despair, betrayal was. We've got a massive penny drop kind of coming in, really understanding what the call is, what you've been called to do, and also how to do it. It talks about answering the call. Yes, be vigilant of issues. Yes, be vigilant of what or who is pulling your strings, Taurus. But don't let that detract you from sort of making, you know, sort of chasing your dreams. If it means a massive shake-up, a massive liberation, and this Tower energy often does, or it can just talk about a big kind of change in our perception of things, then it does look like this Five of Wands, this difference of opinion, any kind of arguing. You can actually make this into a really beautiful creative energy that'll actually get, you know, everyone kind of working, doing lots of different things, and get results with that. Thanks for watching, Taurus. I'll be back next week with your Libra season readings. I wish you clear eyes, calm minds, and a resilient heart.